Hi, my name is Adam, and I love watches. My passion for watches began in 2001 with the purchase of an Omega Seamaster. Since then, dozens of watches have entered and left my collection. Let me tell you about a few of them. Now, my guess is a lot of you who collect watches, who have more than maybe 2 or 3 watches, have 1 or 2 that are your go-to watches. They're the ones that you just seem to migrate to whenever you're getting dressed in the morning. Now, certainly the newest watch that you've bought is often kind of has that most favored nation status, but my guess is there's 1 or 2 that are just the old reliable ones. For me, that is this watch right here. It's an Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean 600 meter. Now, this is the older one with the aluminum bezel and the older movement. I don't know if you'd call this watch vintage, but it's still got a lot going for it. I love the new watch. I love the new one with the 9300 movement. There's a lot of things going for it. The ceramic bezel, the 2-color lume. But this watch for me really is just one of my favorite all around watches that you can wear with a suit, watches you can wear with jeans. Now, this watch is a 45.5 millimeter watch, has about a 52-hour power reserve, has the Omega 3313 caliber movement, which is an ETA movement that they've done some kind of interesting things to. There's always been some discussions about this movement, whether it's the most reliable one that Omega has made or maybe the most unreliable one that Omega's made. I've never had any problems with mine, but if you go on the news groups, you go on the forums, you'll see people talking about it. Now, the style, I think, of the watch is pretty timeless. I mean, the face is beautiful. It's a dark gray, black face, pretty simple, broad arrow hands with plenty of lume. You've got the indices that also have a lot of lume. You've got the 3 subdials for the sweep seconds hand as well as the chrono. You've got the pushers on the right side of the dial. The pushers look kind of like they're screw-in, like you'd see on a Breitling or something like that, or even a Rolex Daytona. They don't. That's there purely for aesthetic purposes. They also have that little black kind of paint area on them. Now, if you have the one that has the orange bezel, the little pushers have the orange around it. If you have a blue bezel, same thing. You're going to have the blue color. I think that's kind of a nice feature. You've got a screw-in crown that has the Omega logo on it. And again, overall, it's a really nice watch. The bracelet is kind of your standard Seamaster Planet Ocean bracelet, a very well manufactured bracelet, and you can see even after I've had this one for a couple years, very little, if any, stretching going on. The clasp is kind of the older school Omega Seamaster and Planet Ocean clasp. The new ones just say Omega and have the Omega logo on it. As you can see, this one has got, if I can get this to focus, it's got a little bit more information on it. Now, this brushed clasp is a magnet for scratches and things like that, but nothing that a little piece of Brillo pad or some very, very high grit automotive sandpaper can't take out maybe once a year. The other kind of challenge that some people have had with this particular watch is the Sapphire Crystal. It's got a UV coating on the front and the back of it, and that UV coating is kind of susceptible to scratches. I used to have a Planet Ocean non-chrono, actually the same watch without the chrono, and I bought it pre-owned, and it had a couple of scratches on it. Now, some people will actually even polish off the UV coating just on that face to kind of get rid of it completely. I don't know. This one has had no scratches, and again, this is not a watch that I baby. I wear this watch a lot and don't seem to have that problems. The retail on the watch is about $7,200 now, which is a lot less than the new 9300 movement ceramic Planet Ocean 600 millimeter watch is going for. You can find it now in the gray market for about half that. New still, new old stock can go for about $3,800, $3,900. And if you go on Chrono's 24, any sites like that, you can see plenty of them. I think at that price, which is pretty close to kind of what I paid a couple years ago, is a very good value for this. In terms of craftsmanship, I think it's a great watch. I'm a big fan of Omega. I have more Omega watches than probably any other line that I have. I think the quality and the fit and finish is up there with Rolex. That being said, I do believe the new Omega Planet Ocean Seamaster is a little bit higher on the craftsmanship, as you to be expected. It's a heck of a lot more expensive watch. The ceramic bezel and all those types of things really make it spectacular. But the fit and finish on this watch is really great. And when you compare the watch to the other watches kind of at its price category, I think it does very well. Speaking of that, what does this watch kind of compete with? I think this watch probably competes with, from a Rolex standpoint, probably the Sea Dweller, not the deep sea Dweller. That's a whole different enchilada. But I think this watch probably competes a little bit with the Date Sub all the way up to the Sea Dweller. But of course, this watch is a chrono, and other than the Daytona, we know our good friends at Rolex don't make chronos. So there really is no other kind of watch that is kind of like this one. And that's one of the things I kind of like about it. Interesting note about this watch, Mythbusters' Adam Savage, if you ever watch Mythbusters or his new show Tested online, this is the watch that he wears every day. It's a watch his wife gave him when they finalized the contract for him to be on that TV show Mythbusters. So kind of an interesting thing. In terms of accuracy, this thing is great. I have an older one, so it actually came with the chronometer certificate. I think all Omegas have the COSC certificate or certification. Mine actually came with the little red card, something that they don't do anymore. But in terms of accuracy, it is between ±4 every day, no matter how I wear it. And actually some days it's close to 0 and 1. Put it on the time grapher a couple of weeks ago and was getting exactly that. I mean, from -1 to +3 in all different positions. So great, accurate wash. The coaxial movement is a good one. But again, I'll let you kind of be the judge on whether it's an accurate and a reliable movement and a durable movement. Packaging. Omega's done a whole lot with improving their packaging on their newer watches. And those of you who've watched some of my videos know that the Moon watch packaging is absolutely unbelievable. And the packaging on the new Omega watches with their wood bamboo box, beautiful. Packaging on this one, it's the old red pleather box that seems to disintegrate. But still, pretty good, but so glad to see that Omega has improved that. Let's see, what else to talk about? We talked about the dial. The lume on the dial is in one color. It's green. As you can see here, it is bright, lights up like a Christmas tree. You've got the pip on the bezel. Of course, the new Planet Ocean has the two-color lume, where both blue and green, with one color denoting the pip and the minute hand, and then everything else being in a separate color. I can't remember at the top of my mind here which one's blue and which one's green. This is a great watch from a very good brand. So I hope you've enjoyed this discussion. If you've got any questions, please put them in the comments, and I'll do my best to respond to you. So I'm Adam. Have a great one.